Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Today's episode of the Topping Show is proudly sponsored by Topping Technologies. Topping Technologies is an IT value-added reseller and services company with a special proficiency in IT security. Heck, I see their founder at least twice a day. Gotta say he's quite handsome and brilliant. He's me, see that's the joke. If you're an IT leader or business owner, you can reach out to the team at sales@toppingtechnologies.com. Also, still giving away a free flamethrower with every IT purchase with Picatinny rail adapters so you can mount it to any standard AR-15 like all awesome accessories can be. Go to toppingtechnologies.com and click the flamethrower button to learn more and see me shooting a flamethrower. And lastly, trying to get to over 5,000 subscribers this month, so if you click that button and tell your friends, I would greatly appreciate it. Now going over to the business part of the podcast, yeah, BMW concept going into production with a glorious V8 and it's even a wagon. Though not quite as iconic as the M Coupe or the Clown Shoe BMW sports car. Now this is brought to us thanks to Motor1.com. And he says, quote, "This beautiful BMW wagon is actually going into production. Meet the BMW Speedtop, a V8 powered shooting brake limited to only 70 units." Which, I'm impressed. Yeah, I was going to say, every once in a while you see these concept vehicles and so few actually go into production. And lo and behold, they're actually going to start pumping these out. Now, this is credited to Jeff Perez over at Motor1.com. And he says, quote, "BMW has a habit of bringing beautiful things to the Concorso de Eleganza Villa d'Este." Definitely above my pay grade, couldn't pronounce half those words. At Lake Como in Italy. I can pronounce the Italy. I know that much. Last year, it was the Skytop, a stunning two-seat convertible destined for a limited production run. The year before that was the concept touring coupe, a gorgeous two-door wagon that sadly never went to production. This year, no different. At 2025 Villa d'Este, BMW is debuting the concept Speedtop. If the name sounds familiar, it's because this bonkers beautiful wagon is based loosely on last year's concept. Just like the Skytop, it rides on the same base and features the same V-shaped shark nose front end and matching light fixtures and an illuminated grille, only now with more storage. I was going to say, let's pull it up here. Looks pretty sick. Granted, you know me. I really want this if it had a glorious stick shift, also known as a third pedal or manual transmission. Apparently, the specifics of the details of the engine aren't quite yet revealed. Though again, conceptually, it still looks pretty cool. Now they say a subtle color gradient covers the Speedtop's roof with floating sunstone maroon paint blending into the floating sundown river hue at the rear. A central spline element flows over the hood and the roof and the spoiler. Oddly reminiscent of the C2 Corvette or the 1963 Corvette, one of the best cars of all time. Oh, also best GM cars ever. Granted, that's a pretty low bar in that regard. I say, quote, "Also has special two-tone 14-spoke wheels filling the wheel wells, which are designed specifically for this vehicle," which, that's not saying much. Of all the things you make for a car, that's probably the lowest research development budget. It's just the rims. So I guess it is nice they got some slightly nicer rims. They say the interior wears a two-tone leather finish of sundown maroon and moonstone white, and the same floating sunstone maroon found in the exterior flying over certain elements of the cabin, and the same quote-unquote spline detail on the exterior also carries into the interior, which, yeah. Of course, you have the expensive signature luggage, aka the luggage that's engineered to only fit in these weird shapes of the vehicle. Specifically, where is it? The ones that are behind are even more comical. It's like they don't quite count as back seats. Let me see here. Oh, there we go. You can see the side profile. If you're slightly inebriated, it might almost look like a Cadillac from a certain point of view. And of course, the luggage pieces alone probably cost more than my car. Granted, not saying much. I have a nice little Honda Civic Si, which I love. But yeah, instead of rear seats, it almost has like two rear cubbies where you can fit those very fancy leather bags that, of course, have the BMW insignia debossed into the leather. Now they also say, but it's not all show. The concept Speedtop will indeed, although BMW is cagey about the specifics, the company will confirm that it will have a V8. It will be the most powerful V8 offered by BMW. Our guess would be the brand ubiquitous twin turbocharged 4.4 liter V8 with the same 612 horsepower as the Skytop. They say, best of all, Speedtop isn't just a concept. BMW will build 70 examples of the wonderful wagon for the wealthiest clientele. They say, unfortunately, it still won't be available in the US, which anything can be available in the US thanks to the show or display, thing. So to get that classification, you can pretty much bring anything in here. But yeah, just like mass adoption or 50 of these aren't going to come to the US market. But pretty cool to see BMW, bringing about some of these concepts to pseudo production, obviously not mass production. But yeah, definitely something to be stand out at the car shows and probably a fun little thing. And we'll see how much this translates into the mass production of their major vehicles, if they carry over some of the concepts. But looks pretty neat. And let me know in the comments, because as always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say today. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in today. Again, trying to get to over 5,000, maybe 5,500 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, and comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, anyone, everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.